Hey guys, it's Charyl here from Planner with a Praise. If this is your first time visiting my channel, then welcome. And if you've been here before, then welcome back. And I'm so glad that you decided to stop by here again. In today's video, I will be doing some writing in my November month at a glance. For those of you who did not get a chance to see me decorate these pages, I'll make sure to put the link to the video in the description box below. Today, I decided that I would take you on my journey of how I write in my month at a glance using my pen. This is no special pen. It is just a writing instrument. I am not big on using any specific brand of markers or ink pens at this time. There are a few that I like over others, but honestly, when it is time for me to start writing down in my planner, whatever pen is available is what works for me. I will say that there are times that when I am writing, I am using two different color pens, choosing one color that will pop off the page and draw my attention for things that maybe are very, very important. So anyway, guys, before we begin, let me just go ahead and take these pages off of the disc. And for those of you who are new to my channel, I am using the Happy Planner Big, and it is a teacher edition, but each week I modify it for my use. So before I begin, I do want you to know that I use my month at a glance as a basic spreadsheet that carries me through the entire month, and it helps me create additional plans throughout the entire month when I am planning week to week. So here we go. Now, right here, where this washi tape is, these washi tapes indicate the days that I have to work. And so to begin, I'm going to just write down what time I need to be at work on each day, and that is 11:15 a.m. So the next thing I want to do is I want to start jotting down my monthly routines. Right now, I do have two routines that I do monthly. One is on Sundays and the other one is on Fridays. So I will start with my Sunday routine. And my Sunday routine includes planning my week. And so I just put PMW, and I know that means a plan my week. The next thing that I do every Sunday morning is I refill my vitamin pack. So what I do is I buy the large bottles of the vitamin supplements that I take, and each Sunday I package them individually so that I could just carry them with me to work. Or it's also useful because based on how many are left, I know whether or not I took my vitamins that day. So I will write here, vitamin pack refill. The next thing I do each Sunday is I weigh myself. So I will write weigh in. And lastly, I do attend church service most Sundays, and so that is the last thing that I will write down. My next routine is on Friday, and so I will go ahead and write that down. And my Fridays, guys, is the day that I use to do all of my banking and billing. And additionally, I also submit my parking reimbursements for work. So now that I've written down all my billing and banking on Fridays, it's time for me to jot down my parking submission. So one thing I wanted to point out to you, on the 12th and the 19th, you can see that I am scheduled to go to work on those days, and I have to be to work at 11:15 in the morning. And as a flight attendant, we work very, very long days, and so I don't see myself getting home much before 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. However, because some of my bills are paid online, I may be able to do some of my banking and billing while I'm on the road. If that's not possible, I will reschedule my banking and billing into Saturday or perhaps Monday of the following week. And the parking reimbursement submissions I can definitely do on the road because that's done electronically through my job. So the parking reimbursement submission I could definitely do on the go, and the banking and billing, it just depends on what I have to do on the 12th and the 19th, whether or not I'm able to do it on the go, or if I have to temporarily move that routine to another day. So those are my routines. The next thing I want to write down are things that I participate in throughout the month that are scheduled the same time every single month. And the first one is the very first Tuesday of every month, I join a prayer line at 6 a.m. And on the second Saturday of every month, I also join a prayer line. And it is not the same group and it's not the same time. So every second Saturday at 7 a.m., I join a group of sisters on a prayer line. And on the fourth Saturday, I just recently joined yet another prayer line, and that is at 8 p.m. The next thing I write down on the last day of every month, and of course, depending on the date, the day will vary, but I make sure that the last day of every month, I write a note to pay our mortgage. So just a little information on why I notate to pay our mortgage. Our mortgage is paid electronically every single month. However, the account that that money is withdrawn on is not the same account that I use to save the money for the mortgage. And so I have to make sure that I transfer funds so that when the electronic payment hits the account, the money is available. So now that I have written down all of my routines for the month and other pertinent information that helps me get through the month, it is my time to write down the days that are best for me to film my videos. And for the last 2 months, I have been filming on Mondays. So I'm going to continue with that trend. So I'm going to write down on every Monday that I need to film. So this month I have some deadlines that I have to meet, and I am going to be writing that information down in purple because these dates are important. And so they are on November 30th is the deadline for an enrollment at work for our company device that we use. November 1st is when our benefit enrollment begins. And in parentheses, I'm going to write down that it ends on the 19th. But I'm also going to write down on the 19th as well that enrollment ends. Now, just real quick, I want to point out that on the 30th, where I wrote down the link protection enrollment ends, the reason why there's no begin date was because I wrote that down back in October. So the beginning of that protection enrollment plan started in October, but ended in November. So that's why I only put an end date for the link protection enrollment. Now, November 8th through the 16th is when we bid for our vacation for 2022. So I'm going to add that as well. And here on the 16th, since I have this colorful box, I'm going to write in pretty big letters that vacation bid ends on this day. I forgot to add another bidding time slot that's very, very important. I don't even know how I forgot this, because this is something I've been doing literally every single month for 28 years or so. And that is every 30 days as flight attendant in my company, we bid for our work schedule. So here we go. So our bidding has an end time on the 17th, and it is 8 o'clock in the morning. So I did write down the end time and the end date, whereas the other bidding schedules, I did not indicate a time. And to be quite honest, that also probably has an end time as well on the last day that you can bid, but I have no idea what that end time is, and chances are I'm not going to wait to crunch time to do something that is uber important as creating my vacation time slots for the new year. So guys, I am actually done here with writing down all the necessary things that have to be in my month at a glance. And just as a reminder, I use these two sheets right here, and they are the primary engine that sets the course for my month. And so, yeah, this tool right here, these pages are probably more important to me than any other pages in my planner. So if you use your month at a glance as a crutch, as something that really helps you organize your time, please let me know in the comments below how it is that you're using your month at a glance. Maybe you'll be able to give me some tips. The other thing that I failed to share with you is I am in the process of trying to reach 500 subscribers by December 31st. And if you're not already a part of the Praise team, I ask that you please hit that free subscribe button that YouTube offers and go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I also ask that you go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you found anything useful or creative during watching my video. Guys, thanks again for stopping by. This is Charyl from Planner with a Praise saying peace and blessings.